Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Rob. Welcome to Freelance Health and Physical Therapy. How you doing today? It's Monday for me. Beautiful day today, nothing but clouds in the sky as far as the eye can see. The lake is cold, drawing a bunch of cold and miserable weather to the area because that's what Lake Michigan does at about this time of year. And you could expect it to be cold and cruddy and windy and rain in your face all day until maybe tomorrow or the day after or sometime in June. Hard to say these days. Today... Now before we move on, let me first show you my disclaimer. There. And then let's do a picture of Gary Busey. Yes. Yes. Today I want to show you one super basic indirect low back exercise that I've used on more than one occasion to get myself out of a bind. Last time I used it was thanks to my brick head and also sand volleyball. I dove out for a dig, missed the ball completely. I mean, sometimes you just gotta sacrifice. How do you know if you're going for greatness if you're not putting it all on the line, right? So I went out for the dig, smashed my hip into the ground, had a big old raspberry. The day after ended in a Y, so of course I was gonna go to the gym. It was deadlift day. I got about 7 reps in and my body was like, hey, you should stop. And I was like, yeah, probably, but I'm doing sets of 8. I'm almost done. I'm probably fine. And I was like, you should, and I did it anyway. And then I set it down and I was like, yeah, you know what, body, I think you were right. Because for the next couple of months I had a kind of nerve impingement pain from my right low back in through the sacrum and down the back of the right leg. And it was really miserable and I couldn't straighten out my leg and it really kind of got in the way of me doing everything. And it was hard getting in and out of the car and hard getting in and out of bed, hard putting on pants. I'm wearing pants today, I promise. Anyway, it's all beside the point. This is a great exercise. I kind of sort of made it up as I was recovering from the injury. Here's what I like about this exercise. It doesn't just focus in on the low back. It's not like a nitpicky kind of exercise. It's safe. I always got a really good result out of it because it wasn't all that direct. You're not just focused in on the low back, you're paying attention to a bunch of other stuff. While your low back gets a little bit of work in, it keeps the low back in a fixed position so it's not flexing or bending or twisting. You could call it a stability exercise. One thing to keep in mind with these kinds of exercises, with any kind of rehab exercise, regression to the mean. Voltaire said it best, paraphrasing here, but he said that the job of the physician is to entertain the patient while time does the work. That's what most of rehab is actually, is just giving patients things to do that keep them motivated and keep them optimistic and keep them moving and build strength at or around the injured area while the human body just fucking handles its shit, dude. Without any further ado, here's the exercise. So get a dumbbell. This one's 10 pounds. Stand on one leg. Now, the leg that you're standing on is going to be the side that's going to be working the hardest. So if your left low back hurts, standing on the left leg is going to get that involved first. I would recommend starting in the unaffected side first, or the uninjured side. So if my left side hurts, I'd be starting on my right leg, holding the dumbbell opposite. And what you do is you stand on this leg, don't let your pelvis sag, don't let it drop across, keep it parallel, and then it's gonna be 3 movements at the shoulder, okay? 1, hold it. While you're holding it, you're keeping your core tight, you're feeling the muscles in the low back hold your body up. You're letting it down slow, and then out at about a 45-degree angle. Again, feeling those muscles of the low back hold that weight up. If these muscles in the low back aren't holding your body up while you're doing that movement, you're gonna collapse forward at the waist, okay? Using your core muscles, using your opposite low back muscles to hold your trunk up. About 5 seconds, come back down, and then straight out to the side. Coming back down. It'll be about 5 seconds up, 5-second hold, 5-second down. And that's it. 3 movements. You do 1, 2, 3. That's 1 time through. You're gonna do 5 times through for a total of 15 repetitions, 5 in each of those positions. And then you're gonna switch sides, okay? So now I'm standing on my left side, imagining that my left low back hurts. And then you're doing the exact same thing. So keep your core muscles snug, keep your low back active, keep your pelvis parallel to the ground, up. Okay, out at about a 45-degree angle. I do thumbs up here if you like this. You can do it like that. Just go slow, stay in control. Bringing it back down. And same for out to the sides. You can do thumbs up or you can do palm down right there. And again, feeling your core muscles on the opposite side, hold your body up and then back down. Again, 3 movements, 5 repetitions each. Go through that whole thing 2 or 3 times on each side and see how it feels. If it's painful while you're doing it, back off or stop. If it's painful afterwards, then next time if you're gonna do it, either back off or don't do it again, and just listen to your body. There's one other thing that I wanted to say. So for that exercise, there's a lot of physical therapists and there's a lot of personal trainers and other like fitness gurus that are gonna say something like, this is terrible for your rotator cuff. They say that's a terrible exercise for your rotator cuff. Don't do a diagonal raise. Oh, don't do a front raise, it'll blow out your rotator cuff. Or if you're gonna do it, don't do it thumbs up because you'll blow out your rotator cuff. Oh, that's gonna blow out your rotator cuff. You know what I think about that? That's stupid. That's so stupid. The truth of the matter is this. I talked about this in one of the last videos I made, okay? It was Sacred Beef episode 1. We were talking about the importance of exercise technique and whether or not that prevents injuries. Exercise technique doesn't play much of a role in preventing injuries. What does is preparation and load. So if you're prepared for these exercises and you load them properly, you're not gonna get hurt. You might get hurt, but it's really, 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 really unlikely. You're about as likely to get hurt doing those as any other exercises. Again, as long as you're paying attention to preparation and load. Okay, so if you've done those exercises before and it's okay, it's probably okay. If you progress gradually up, increase the resistance, make it a little bit more challenging as time goes by, and as long as you're staying in control and you're not ballistically flinging it out to the side and doing ego lifting, you're gonna be fine. Hey, guess what? You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be totally fine. Okay, that's the exercise. Super easy. Who loves you? I got your back. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, ask a question. Give me a little bit of guidance on what else you want to see from me. And until next time, remember our mantra, stronger all day, every day.